Evening, people. Good evening, compliments of a new season. Welcome to Gospel Chats with Neo. After some time, after some break, we are back again, and we are going to give you some new content. We've got some great idea going forward, so it's gonna be such a great time. I hope you guys are going to be with us for some time, and then enjoy the sessions. I mean, we are still under lockdown. We are on level 3 now, so the adjusted level 3. So we will be joined by TD Jakes, not TD Jakes as case. Pardon me there. We'll be joined by TD Jokes, the Bishop of Humor. So we are going to know more about him. I mean, like Christianity, comedy, and all that. I believe at this time we hardly see that. Hi Nokolo, welcome to Gospel Chats with Neo. Thank you for joining us. Compliments of a new season. I believe we are still on the right time to say that. Still that time of the year where we sing Wahomosha and all that. So really, how are you joining? Nduke, welcome my brother, welcome. Wahomosha, welcome to Gospel Chats with Neo. I hope you guys are going to enjoy our session with the Bishop of Humor, as he's well known in the circle, in the industry there. He's one of the hosts on One Gospel. So we are going to learn more about him. We are going to know about him coming to Joburg from Eastern Cape and all that. So please stay tuned. He's here. It's not TD Jakes, it's TD Jokes. So he's here. He just joined us here. We are going to have such a great time here. Welcome, Sid. Hi, Malebo. Hi, Kato. Guys, compliments. Compliments because some of you I didn't met them and all that. So yeah, Mahomo Shabaholo, Raybone 2021. Through all the difficulties we have faced as a nation, as the world, we are still facing that pandemic. So we just need to say thank God we are still alive. Some people couldn't even make it. Every day we are seeing new stats and all that, and it's crazy how things are out there. But because of Mahowa Mudimu, we are still here. We are still standing, even though we are against the world, against the wall. We are still standing. So yeah, Bongs, Sean Fuit, welcome people. We are here. It's been a whole month of December. Last been here November, yeah. So we are starting our session again with Mr. Jokes, Bishop of Humor. He's going to be with us for the next hour. If you have any question, please drop them there by the question box there. There's a question mark box there. You can drop your questions there. Whatever you want to know regarding him, the career that he has taken as a presenter, as the comedian and all that. So yeah, I'm just waiting for him to send the request, which I believe he's going to join us any moment from now on going forward. So yeah, people, we are back again. It's good to be back. Even though at times like what's for Sanyana, but we are getting there. We are going to enjoy this. I believe these are some of those sessions where we learn some things that are happening. I mean, there are a lot of things which are happening, but we're still not sure about them. And all that. Yeah, I think, yeah. My brother.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm still here. It's all by the grace. Compliments of a new season. Happy New Year.
Compliments of the new season. Let me just try to bring up the volume. Okay, I've got my volume perfect. Compliments of the new season. Happy New Year, and hopefully you entered this year strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been such a great time thus far. I'm still enjoying 2021. Ke ka mohau wa Modimo. Nothing else but mohau.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely. Do you prefer being called Neo or Neo?
Either way, it's still fine. But it's
Is
Neo.
it Neo Matrix?
Please, can you
Eh?
repeat that again?
I'm asking. Is Neo? Neo is from the Matrix, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Neo is from Pampristat, so uh, are you good, sir? Please greet our viewers here before we can start with everything.
I'm great. I'm awesome by the grace of God, and hello to everybody who has joined us tonight. I'm so excited for this. I'm your first guest for 2021.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a blessing. That is a
Yes,
blessing.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are the first guest. We last had our session in November, so we took a whole break at December because people were busy at the gigs and all that. So
Yeah.
I was just sitting here, and then I saw an advert on one gospel. Ish, I need to get hold of that guy. And then here we
Wow.
are.
Here we
Here we are.
are. All
Uh, I,
things are
I, I, be,
possible to those who believe.
exactly, exactly. And I believe most of us we have seen you more one gospel and all that. I mean, we never knew about the Bishop of Humor. Can you just take us back? Where did it all kick off? I mean, your career it's very rare, especially within the Christian community.
All right. Every time I answer that question, I always take it back to 2012 when I stepped on stage for the first time. But over the years, I've had to review that answer and realize that it didn't begin in 2012. It actually began way back when I was a
Mm,
kid,
mm,
because I used to watch sitcoms with my brothers, and we would laugh so hard. They laughed because they understood what was being said. Because
mm.
those sitcoms, you know, the American sitcoms were in English, so they
Yeah.
laughed because they understood what I said, what was said. I didn't laugh because I understood what was said. I didn't understand English. I laughed because of those people who were laughing in the background. So I would wait for them to laugh, then I start laughing. Not because I understood anything that was being said.
Okay.
So, so my brothers would laugh at me. So I guess I've always had that funny streak with me growing up. It's just
Mm,
that I never considered myself to be a comedian. I didn't even know there was a career in comedy
mm.
until my friends suggested that I try out stand-up comedy because they always felt that I was funny or I was the funniest in the group. So
Mm.
they encouraged me to do it and they pushed me to do it. It took a lot of convincing, but I said, okay, it's fine. I'm going to give it a try. If it works, I'll consider it. But if it doesn't work, I'm never going to do it again.
Okay.
So I gave it a try in 2012. It went so well. I had people laughing, I had people rolling on the floor. And after the show, I was like, okay, let's do this and see where it takes us.
Mm, mm. Okay. So it's been you can say it's been a long journey, but not that long.
It's been a very long journey, but I feel like I'm only beginning now.
Now you are only
If you
getting
get what
the
I'm saying.
exposure now.
Yes, yes. I'm not a new kid on the block. But I can say that my brand now is reaching places that it didn't reach before.
Mm.
Um,
Oops. What
I
just
just
happened?
I just I just had an accident.
Okay. I hope
Okay.
you are not did not break any leg there.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. My
Okay.
stand just fell.
Okay.
It felt the anointing.
So tell me.
So
Oh, continue, please.
okay. Just one last point. I can say it's only now that my territory is being enlarged.
Mm.
So I guess that's the point where I'm at in my life right now, and where my brand is that my territory is being enlarged because Senbono Neo who didn't know me, so I guess there's growth.
Yes, yes, there is growth. How different is your ministry from? Uh, um, Let me make an example with Clay. Clay, we know she's a worshiper and all that. How different is your ministry to her?
Who's Clay? Shengiwe.
Thank you, Ntombel. Yes.
Oh,
The
Shengiwe
musician,
Ndombele.
yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
musician.
Oh, okay. I abbreviations. The spirit of abbreviations. She's a musician. She ministers in song.
Mm,
Um, she takes people to a whole new experience of opening their hearts to worship God.
mm.
and and I always say that worship has everything to do with your relationship with God. Anybody can praise, not everybody can worship.
Yes, sir.
It takes a certain level of experience for you to be able to worship. So that's her ministry. That's what she does.
Mm,
My ministry is a ministry of laughter, of joy, of happiness.
mm.
It's less serious, but it's necessary, because God wants us to be joyful.
Yes, sir.
He wants us to be happy, and if he gave us an ability to laugh, then that was for a reason.
Mm.
That is not an ability just for us to, because I remember I grew up, my background where I grew up, it was a very serious church where, if you laugh, you would be considered to be a heathen. You're doing izinto zezwe if
Yeah,
uyahleka.
yeah.
It was so wrong to laugh. I never understood that. But I've come to understand that my ministry is to bring healing through laughter,
Mm.
because laughing is considered to be the best medicine.
Yes, sir. And how has it been so far? Like, I mean, if we are being honest, especially people outside Christianity will view Christians as those stereotype and serious people who hardly have fun and all that. How has it been as a stand-up comedian in Christian circle?
Well, look, any career has its own challenges. Any new thing you do will always seem controversial. So I remember in the beginning, it was not easy within the church coming out as a Christian comedian.
Mm.
I would get some negative feedback from just a few Bazalwanes, because they felt like I'm coming to mock God, or to make fun of the gospel, or of Christianity, until a few of them had an encounter with me being on stage or performing, and
Mm.
realized that, well, this is simply clean comedy. It's not really offensive or blasphemous to the scriptures and to the gospel.
Mm.
But those who received it, they received it very well, and they've embraced my gifts and my ministry. it hasn't been years without challenges. Definitely, there's been ups and downs. It's a career. It's a new venture. It can never be a smooth ride, But through Christ, we overcome those.
Mm.
The biggest challenge when it comes to Christian comedy is to receive a lot of support outside church more than you receive it within church. Because I don't just perform in church, I perform in clubs, I perform in corporate events.
Mm.
I do, oh my
Oops.
goodness, I'm
Oops.
sorry
Another
about that.
accident. Okay.
I'm gonna have to support this with my hand.
It's not a problem.
So I do shows in other spaces that have got nothing to do with church.
Mm.
And what always breaks my heart is to see those people coming out in numbers to support me more than from my own, which is in church.
Mm.
But I believe it will get there in time.
Do you think there's maybe a reason why you are getting support from outside, from the world, compared to you are getting the support within the church? Do you think we have a problem of supporting artists as Christians, or maybe we are selective, or what could be the reason?
Well, I'm sure you know this. We as Amazon, we have a God bless you mentality. We don't assume badala. you know, you get called, but please come and do comedy Mzalwane one. God bless you, man, Mzalwane.
Yeah,
Asnanto.
you'll get
Oh, but
exposure and all that.
God will bless you, exposure and all that. I'm gonna be honest, Nero. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it at 100. I'm gonna keep it at 100. So. But when you go to companies, you go to corporate companies, and you charge them, you quote them. They
Mm.
don't argue with you. They
Mm.
accept your quotation, and they give you what's due to you. They take care of you. They book you in a hotel. They make sure that somebody goes and fetches you from the airport.
Mm.
They do their thing with so much excellence. Um, Unfortunately, it's not the same with church. And I understand, to some degree, I do understand that church doesn't make that much money.
Mm.
Um, but now it's something that the church needs to really look at, because most of the people who are doing secular, who are doing well outside the church, they grew up in church,
That's true.
and most of them, their gifts were not appreciated in church. I always say this: just because you can sing and you sing beautifully does not mean that you have to sing gospel music.
Yes,
You
sir.
can do jazz, you can do R&B. It's your gift. God has given you that gift. He has given you that vision.
Mm.
But now, once the person starts singing something that the church is not familiar with, they don't support the person. But that person gets support outside, and they go outside and they flourish outside.
Mm.
I'd say it's the same with my gift. I
Mm.
am a Christian comedian. I don't compromise with that. That's the comedy that I do. It's clean. I don't swear. I don't use vulgar language.
Mm.
But the support and the support is more outside than it is in church.
Mm.
As a result, I do most of my work outside church and less within church.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is something that we as the Christians need to review. How do we take care of our own? How do we support our own? Saying that there is no money, it's an old excuse. What are you willing to do to make sure at least you meet this person halfway, and not say that I awubambe uzothenga drink endleleni. I'm feeling a drink. A drink is not gonna. We've got families that we need to support. So a 2 liter Coca-Cola is not gonna support my family.
Okay. No, I get Moloko wa Israel, or even God loves Psalm 2 verse 1 to 4.
Psalm 2, verse 1 to 4.
Yeah. No,
What does it say?
you was just saying what like even God loves you when you were talking about your ministry. So I
Oh,
missed that
yes.
comment. Yes. Moving
Oh,
along.
yes.
I think it was last year when you joined the One Gospel show when you were part of them. I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
It was
you,
last year.
you have a show that you are doing with them, and how has it been going up to date?
Well, the show is very amazing. It's something totally new. It's unique. The name of the show is It's All Greek to Me. So, what it is basically about, it's it's a game show. It's a game show that tests your knowledge
Your knowledge.
on biblical Greek words. On biblical Greek words, it tests your knowledge and your pronunciation and how you apply that word. So I co-host the show with Lady Ray, which is the lady who is the Greek expert and always serious, never laughs. You've probably seen her. And I'm the playful one in the show.
Mm.
I'm the one who tries to make everybody laugh,
And relax.
and and relax and to bring out the funny out of those Greek words. So that's what the show is about, and it's been awesome. It's been great. We finished shooting season 1, and yeah, we just I can't say much now, but let's wait and see.
So the show will continue.
The last episode was on the last week of December, the last
Yeah.
episode of season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that people must just keep their eyes glued on one gospel to see what's going to happen.
Okay, we will do that. We will stay tuned on that and see what's gonna happen. I mean, like, it's very informative because we are learning different words, how to pronounce them, and all that. It's not everyone who can pronounce Greek words.
They're not simple words, my brother. It's not Sipedi and Setswana.
Ostos.
Yeah, or Sikosa. Before you speak Greek, you must make sure that you had breakfast that morning. You can't just nje uvuke, usukele i-Greek language and you think that you're gonna survive on an empty stomach. You must make sure that you are full. Then you speak Greek. Otherwise, you will fall, my brother. You will fall under the power.
Earlier on, you mentioned that you are not only focusing on Christian community, you are doing other shows, other events, and all that. How has it been that? I mean, like, I'm gonna be quite honest about this. You know how we are Christians. Like at times we tend to be deputy God and all that. We saw you at this place, blah blah, doing what and what. Like, how has it been affecting your career as a comedian?
Well, you know what? I'm very comfortable with myself and what I do. Most of the time, I don't let what people think about me affect my work. When it comes to my work, I give it my all. I give it 100%. Because that's my career. That's what I do to put food on the table.
Mm.
If somebody's perception is not gonna assist me, is not gonna be a a replacement to what I'm trying to make, then it for me it doesn't matter.
Mm.
So if you want to be deputy God, be deputy God, but be deputy God away from me, my work, and my bread.
Mm.
So I've never really allowed that to cloud me or affect me. When it comes to work, I focus on what I do. Um, so So I wouldn't say that it has affected me. Yes, I would hear comments. I would hear, some things that are being said and all that, but it doesn't really affect me. Because I believe that each and every person is on this world or on earth to achieve something, to fulfill a particular purpose. And so I'm working on fulfilling mine. What you think about me, I will listen to it. But if it's not gonna help me, if it's not gonna improve the quality of my life and the quality of my work, then I'm just gonna put it on in a recycle bin. Not even a
Okay.
recycle bin. I'll just shred it.
Yeah,
The paper shredder. I'll just shred it.
yeah. It when the show plays on Monday, and I think it's at 5:30. I might be wrong
Yes.
because he was asking, wow, what time does the show start and when? It's on Monday, 5:30, every Monday.
Yes, but the show is it's stopped airing now. It's done.
Season one, it's
As
done.
far as I know, we had the last episode last week of December.
On
So
the
season one is finished. Season one is finished, which is why I said people must just keep their eyes glued on the One Gospel channel, and then and see what's gonna happen.
So, whenever we are at the recordings and all that, you'll hear people say, no, ever since I've started going to this recording, I've surrendered to God, I've done this. You hear testimonies. Do you ever get that from your side where people say, like, you have won the souls, you have brought souls to Christ?
All right. Okay, I was just reading a comment here. The caller says, "Always playful, Cowden. Don't expose me, sister, please." All right. Coming to your question, the tricky thing about comedy is that people who come to the show come to listen to comedy. Basically, they come to listen to jokes, not you preaching. So I'll always pray for wisdom. That as much as I'm gonna be doing comedy, let me be able to have a word within that will touch someone's heart, that will minister to someone, without me necessarily opening the Bible and reading a verse. And God has given me that wisdom to be able to do that. That within whatever it is I'm talking about, I will find a way to, to what is this thing called? It's called the thing they do with drugs, ne? To smuggle,
Yeah, to
to
smuggle,
smuggle,
yeah.
to smuggle, to smuggle a word, to smuggle a word. I'm sorry about that. I got distracted. I'll always find a way to smuggle a word that will minister to someone. So I have received testimonies after my performance of people saying that I was so down when I came to the show, but you said something that touched my heart. You said something that did this to me. Not necessarily somebody saying they accepted Christ. I haven't received such a testimony. But when it comes to somebody say there's something you said, even though it was a joke, but it made an impact in my life. I've received such testimonies.
Okay. There's one question here from Notolo. Now that season one is over, can we watch the episode on YouTube?
Unfortunately, you can't. There are no episodes on YouTube. I know One Gospel does have a YouTube channel, but it's not functional. There are no shows on. I think it's got something to do with their contractual matters with the STV.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense, but then it's okay.
yeah.
So like on your personal or on your career, like can people get your shows on YouTube, or maybe you have them on your Instagram page? You know, sometimes you just need to watch something and relax and all that.
All right. I've just recently revamped my YouTube channel, so people can go to the YouTube channel. I've posted a few videos at the moment, but I keep updating it and posting more content. So they can search for TD Jokes, Bishop of Humor. They must not forget that Bishop of Humor, because if you just type TD Jokes, YouTube is still discriminating, because it will say, "Do you mean TD Jakes?"
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, no, I don't mean TD Jakes. I'm actually looking for TD Jokes. So type TD Jokes, Bishop of Humor. It will take you straight to my channel. Another thing that you can do, I'm also building my online pages. So on my profile, right, here on Instagram, there's a link in my bio. You can click on that link. It will take you to my web pages, and that's where you can find out a lot of things about me, and where I'll be performing next and what I'll be doing next, my previous work. So I'm updating it every day. So everything is there, and if you want to book me, you can do it through that. There is a form that you can fill in there, and it will come straight to us, and then we'll be able to attend to your request. So people can find me once they go on the link in my bio. They can click on it. Yeah, and also on other social media pages like Twitter, it's at TD Jokes, and Facebook, it's TD Jokes.
Why Bishop of Humor?
I was named Bishop of Humor by Sunday Time, not Sunday Times, Sunday Sun.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunday Sun. I had just done an interview with them. It was way back in 2012 when I had just started. So they interviewed me, and when the article came out, it said,
Okay, guys, I think we have lost Bishop of Humor for a moment there. Let's hope he's gonna come back and we continue where we left off. It's Thursday. It's 1933. What do you guys find now? 47, yeah. 2021. Yeah. 7 days in a new year. Oh, welcome back.
you went missing in action.
Pardon?
You went missing in action.
Was it me or you? I thought it was you.
I thought it was you.
Because I have been here.
Oh, I've been here as well. But did you get my answer? You
No,
get my answer about.
we did not get it.
Oh, okay. So I was saying it was actually the Sunday Sun. No, not the Sunday Sun. The Daily Sun. The Daily Sun. I had an interview with the Daily Sun way back in 2012 when I had just started. And so when the article came out, it said TD Jokes, the Bishop of Humor. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. I've never thought of it, but it actually made sense. It fitted. It perfectly fitted. And I adopted it. I used it since then.
And it's been working. I mean, like, you are the Bishop of Humor.
Yeah, I am.
Tell me, like,
some people. Uh-huh. Okay, I feel like some. Okay, I feel like some people mess it up though. When they introduce me on stage, when they call me on stage, they say, "Welcome, TD Jokes, the Bishop of Comedy." And I'm like, "No, I'm not the Bishop of Comedy. I'm the Bishop of Humor, humor,
Humor.
humor, not comedy."
Yeah. I mean, back then when we were growing up, we could only see maybe your David Tlale. Is it David Tlale who used
David
to
Cow.
do jokes? David Cow, yes,
David
David Cow.
David Tlale is the
He was
fashion is the
most
fashion guy.
yeah, David Cow. He used to be more of the joyous guy, like wherever we had shows, it could be him and all that. And then like they stopped doing that, or maybe if I could put it that way, since then like we hardly see people within your circle or your industry.
Don't you mean Kidiboni? Is it David Cow or Kidiboni Mulauz?
After David Kau, there was Kidiboni.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so David Cow is one of the first guys who did Joya Celebration.
I believe so. Well, that
I
was the
had
first
no.
guy I
Oh, I
saw.
didn't know. I didn't know about that. I only know Kidiboni Mulaudzi.
Yeah, I think Kidiboni
Yeah,
came after David.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I think what happened even after Kidiboni is that they had different comedians opening up
Mm.
when they are touring the country. Um, they probably removed it. Yeah, I think they removed it from the DVD, or for it
Mm.
to be part of the DVD. Because I know Duduzi also was one of the comedians that was opening for Joy Celebration, and then it was Tips
Mm.
Shampunizer as
Mm.
well. They called me in 2018 when they were doing a show in Cape Town. So I think their strategy is they are checking where they're doing
The
the
show.
show.
Okay.
Yeah, because when they were doing the show in Cape Town, they were looking for a Christian comedian who speaks Xhosa, whom the Cape Town people will be able to
To
relate with.
relate to.
Yeah, so I guess that's what they do as they are traveling the country after doing a live recording.
Mm.
They still do feature comedians, but now the strategy is no longer the same. They don't include it in their DVD.
Mm.
They just have it when they're doing their tour.
Okay, okay. Tell me if, since you have been within the industry, I mean, you are growing, your brand is growing. I believe there are those things like if I could only change this and that and then do this. Do you ever get that idea whenever you are alone? I mean, you are traveling, you are getting bookings around South Africa
If there's anything I could change,
within the gospel industry per se.
um, well, even within the industry in general, because as much as it's gospel, it's still entertainment. It's still the entertainment industry.
Hi, true.
Um, if there's anything I would change, it would be the expectations from people, or the fact that people put you in a certain pedestal um, once you become a well-known person. Um, you lose you it's like they want you to lose being yourself,
Mm.
and become this invincible person who cannot make mistakes, who always has to walk upright. I mean, hey, I'm a human being. At the end of the day, I will make mistakes. I
Mm.
will say things that are not politically correct. I'm human. I want to be human.
Mm.
That's one thing I would love to be changed. As much as I've become this role model whom people are looking up to now and people want to learn from, but could you also make room for me to be human? Because that my life might have changed, but who I am has not changed. What I am might have changed. My position in life and my influence might have changed, but I'm still the same person. Who I am hasn't changed. I'm still a human being. So that's one thing that I would change. That could you please lessen the expectations so that I've got room to breathe and be able to do my work in the most excellent way possible without that pressure. Because I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. We've had celebrities commit suicide over the past years, not just in South Africa, in other countries as well. It's the pressure. It's that pressure because we are going through a lot as well. We are facing difficulties. It's more harder now when you get judgment from outside and people who expect your life to be perfect. My life cannot be perfect. I'm not different from you. We are the same.
Yes, sir.
We might be operating in different spheres of life and different levels, but we are all human. So it's so painful that a lot of celebrities die in silence because they're trying to keep up with the expectations. You can't do that. You can't live up to everybody's expectations. And supporters and fans, that's their mentality, that whatever I'm expecting you to be, then you must be that. If you're not, there's something wrong with you, or you are less of a human or less of a celebrity than you portray yourself to be. That's what I would love to change.
Wow. That's huge actually, and it's very quite true what you are saying there. Tumelo has a question for you. Do you feel limited on content since you are in gospel industry?
I don't feel like it's a limit because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with it, and I can talk about anything. There's no limit. I can talk about politics. I can talk about the news. I can talk about whatever is happening around. I don't really have to stick to the Bible or to church content. As long as I know I'm gonna keep it clean, then I'm okay. So I don't feel limited.
So you have more content not only about Moses or the Israelites.
Yeah, no, I'm not limited to the Garden of Eden. I go beyond the Garden of Eden.
uh, Before I let you go, my brother, because we are 15 minutes or 18 minutes before I let you go.
All right.
This is the beginning of the year. This is the first week of 2020, 2021. 2020 was very, very, very difficult to some of us, to everyone actually. So, any words of encouragement to people there? Any words to motivate people?
Um, Lately, I've been meditating about purpose. Purpose.
Purpose.
Yeah, and pursuing your purpose in the midst of the craziness and everything that we're going through. Um, at the end of the day, we are all going to account about what we have done on earth. We are all going to account, each person will account about what have they used their time doing, what have they used their gifts on. And so this really hit me hard to ask myself important questions. And with the time that I have, with the time that God has given me, am I serving my purpose? Am I pursuing my purpose? There's a scripture that I read recently. I just forgot where it is, but it says, "Teach us to number our days.
Mm.
Teach us, teach us to number our days." And I really thought about that. That to numbering has got to do with accounting, which is it goes to being accountable.
Mm.
And so I thought about this, that teach us to number our days, teach us to be accountable
Mm.
for the days that we have, for the time that we have, for the gifts that we have. When you are being accountable, you make sure that you use what you have wisely, because you're going to have to give a report. So that's the encouragement that I would like to bring across. That I know that we are living in crazy times of uncertainty. We don't know what's going on with the world. But ask God to teach you to number your days, to be accountable for the time that you have, for, because we're losing loved ones. It's no longer old people or just young people now. Anybody just goes any minute, any day. That's how crazy it is. And so it's very important for each and every person to ask themselves that, what am I doing with the time that God has given me?
Yes, sir. No, it's all about purpose. It's all about accountability.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's about purpose, it's about accountability.
I think I'm gonna leave with those two words because
Yeah.
sometimes you tend to not never take some things very serious, but then those are two powerful words where we need to always remember them.
Yes, exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being my guest of 2021, my first guest of
Your
2021.
first guest.
Yeah, my first
I
guest.
feel I feel like the first black president of some country.
No, thank you. Thank you. You never hesitated
Thank you.
when I invited you. You just responded immediately, and I'm grateful. I wish you all the best towards 2021, and may God continue to cover you and keep you. We will be staying tuned to One Gospel for more and more of the show, the season 2, which is coming.
Amen.
Amen. Can you please leave your details if people want to book you or all that?
All right. If they want to send an email, it's bookme at jokesentertainment.co.za. Bookme at jokesentertainment.co.za. But the most simpler way is for them to go to my website, which they can go on click on the link in my bio. There's a link in my bio, just click on it and navigate there. You will see where there's a page that says invite TD. You can click there and you just fill in the form. So I'm available. You want me to MC, you want me to perform comedy, or you want me to just speak and be a keynote speaker, because I speak, I teach, I do motivations, I teach on branding, I teach artists, so I teach on a whole lot of things about having a vision, about having a purpose. So I don't just perform comedy. I'm also a teacher of life principles. So I'm also, don't put me in a box, please. Don't limit me. Don't limit me, man.
No, we won't do that, sir. We won't do that. Thank you for joining us. I hope we will see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay blessed.
You'll be seeing more of me on the screen. No doubt about that.
I believe so, my man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sure.
Thank you, Brother Neo. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed the chat.
No, the pleasure is all mine, my brother.
All right.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. That brings us to the end of our first session in 2021. Thank you for joining us. We will be back again